wants a load. What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. Well, by now you guys have figured out that, well, we got a new truck to the channel. Right here is my 1983 Ford CL 9000. Truck with no name as of right now. We're trying to figure out a good name for it. Leave a comment if you think a good name for our new truck here. So, we got the truck loaded yesterday. Now, so far I haven't found anything about a load as far as a partial maybe to take with me. Something to go on the top deck or something to go on the back deck, but I don't know. I'll probably give them today. If by the end of the day we don't have nothing, send it, go home. I'll tell you right now, Dave and Terry both are pretty excited to get on this thing, so we're gonna deal with this when we get home. But standing here in Washington still, we have to deal with the elephant on the grassy knoll, the chapel trailer. How in the world are we gonna get that out of here? Well, I already have a plan for that, don't worry about it. But what condition is this trailer in, and will it survive the trip? Let's go take a look inside, because that's where I think the overwhelming bulk of this trailer's value is inside. Let's go check it out. At first glance, you got to bear in mind, it's been sitting here for a while and no one's been taking care of it since the last minister had retired. So it just sat here for many, many years and no one really knew what to do with it or how to proceed. Well, TFC Global come up with a new plan to try to bring their ministry to the drivers, but not necessarily at the truck stop, or maybe not at least this one. Some places it does good, some places it doesn't do so good. So they have to change with the industry. Think about it. When this was set here back in 1998, trucks like these were common. Drivers didn't stay in the trucks. They stayed in the truck stops and hung out. They talked to each other, they prayed together, that kind of thing, right? Nowadays, you got these big mega sleepers. They're like small houses, tiny homes, right? People don't hang out and congregate in the truck stops no longer. So what do? Well, this doesn't work. I sit here watching all day. People didn't even realize the truck was gone. It was parked right over there. I was watching. People didn't even realize it. Kind of sad. But like all things, things change. The trailer is actually a 1985. It's made by Utility. And according to Craig over at TFC Global, the trailer interior was all done up at their place in Pennsylvania. I looked at it yesterday with Dauminique and I thought it was going to be kind of not that great, but I'll be honest with you, I was extremely impressed with how well it was built. Oh, don't mind the chair, I put that there yesterday. All right, now we're inside. So there's no power. They took the lines off yesterday. So what I thought was it was going to be kind of dingy and all dumpy in here, but no. Problem is I don't have keys to everything. Let me switch to the phone. All right, boys and girls, I switched over to the phone because it works better in low light. So we're inside now. It's the air conditioner on the back of the trailer. This back wall is where the door used to be. This trailer used to be like a regional refrigeration trailer. Wood paneling. I mean, this is sturdy. I felt bad because when Dauminique and me were in here, this door is locked. So I tried to kick it down thinking it was like weak. And no, it's actually very solid. So yeah, I didn't move a thing. Granted, I really didn't try all that hard. How do you... There must be a latch in there. There's a latch in there. See, they didn't just... Wow. This is way too nice to junk, boys and girls. Okay? Nobody wants that TV, but this is way too nice to junk. I wish I had some keys though. But yeah, I mean, they did a really, really nice job in this thing. Matter of fact, we're looking at this. Here's a map that we saw. I'm assuming these are all different locations of different maybe places. Let's see here. This pin, that's at Brunswick, Georgia. I know there was one, me and Garrett found it. It was up here at the TA where we started filming up by Savannah. I forget what town that is over there. There's these here. These were gone. It was a Peterbilt like Orwell. I found out yesterday that's already been moved out of there. That truck's been damaged. Somebody hit it, and I think it was rotten. I don't know what all these push pins are on that map, to be honest. Maybe somebody would be able to tell me. I found that interesting. That's pretty cool. Now check this out. We've talked about this in the past. Man, you just can't. Look at that, huh? I didn't realize this was done by a kid. Dear truckers, thank you for all you do in supplying goods for our country. I didn't know all you do until I visited the truck stop. I have newfound appreciation for your job. You make so many sacrifices for our country, and for that I'm grateful. Thank you for the great service. Nice. Kind of get into CB lingo, kid stuff. Barefoot using an unmodified CB. Backslide return trip, commonly known as a backhaul nowadays. At least that's all I know. Handle CB nickname. They call me Cue Ball. Let's see here. What else we got? Flip flop U-turn or return trip. There you go. Bulldog is be a Mack truck. Huh? Check that out. So you can't throw that out. I mean, how are you gonna throw that out, right? I mean, some kid made that. I mean, I don't know. That kid's probably grown up now. Who knows? But you just can't. You can't get rid of stuff like that. Here's another poster. Check this out. You know, I mean, come on, look at this. That's good stuff right there. Love Bella Victoria, age 7, 2nd grade, homeschooled. But don't put the date. What is the date on here? Ah, oh, come on. You didn't put a date. Oh, man. What are the odds Bella Victoria is like growing up now? I don't know how long this has been here. I just found this. Check this out. Dedicated to the memory of Ken and Dory Rogers, founders of Ken's Truck Town, August 9th, 1998. That's, you know what? Just in case somebody comes in here, I want to keep this. We'll take this with us. Make sure that stays safe. What else is here? That's a cool picture of the Pete, but I think that's about it. That's locked. All right, we're gonna have to probably get locksmiths when we get it home. Like stuff like this, I'll take this down so it doesn't fall and break on the transport. I'll take care of that. All right, I for sure want to take that plaque with me. That means something to somebody. I think that should stay with this trailer, to be honest. Ultimately, we got to get this trailer from here all the way to my shop in Wisconsin. So how are we going to do that? Well, here's what I'm thinking. Let me go ahead and show you. Well, Bobby and Dauminique measured it for me. It came out to be about 46 feet long, nose to tail. And then, of course, the back here, you see the doors were removed. This was installed, new plating put in to hold the paneling, which that's not cheap stuff. And then that air conditioner installed. So as long as that's sturdy, I'm not worried about the air conditioner. So long story short, it's 46 feet long and measured from the ground to the top, it's about 12'6". Bobby's calling it 13 because the tires are sinking in the ground a bit. And he measured from here, so it might be a full 13.6. I'm not sure. I'll measure the box before we leave. We're gonna do that. But here's the problem. Here's my trailer. And we're not gonna be able to haul it the way it sits. So what we have to do is lift it up with a crane and set it down. And if the fifth wheel of the trailer sits right on my top deck, I gotta know the final height. And I don't wanna be over height. I'd rather be over length. It's easier to deal with. All right, so for a better understanding of what this thing was, let me go ahead and show you up front here. So like I said, this was like a regional delivery type reefer. It's a 46-foot long trailer, 46, 45-ish, 96 wide. It's not the big 102s. It's a vintage trailer. I mean, it's nothing like you see today. They don't make, I don't even know if they make them anymore. Maybe they do for like local stuff, but that's what I was thinking, regional. But never know, they might have long hauled with it, who knows. But you see right here, that square in the front where the air conditioning unit is, that's where the reefer unit, the refrigerator used to be. Big square style one. Those are long gone. But yeah, here's the troubles. So you look under here, don't look too bad. When you look under here, don't look too bad. Typical, you know, you get one or two cross members get ripped up from a truck that, you know, funky angles, the frame will catch a cross member. You know, stuff like that. That's not a problem. But then you get here, this one here, steel. Nothing. You look right through. Hard to see. You look right through it. All right, boys and girls, we're switching over to the phone again. But yeah, you can see here, the steel ones, well, they got some problems, and they've already reinforced them. See right here? This has been redone, I think. We'll look over there. You see that C channel right there? Yeah, see, so somebody's already been addressing some of the problems here. So somebody's addressed some of the problems with some of the steel cross members. But they're only steel. See, underneath here, they're steel where the landing legs are, so they can weld to it. Then they go back to aluminum. Now, the good thing aluminum is, it's not as strong, but it don't rust. It just oxidizes in a much different way. Here's your mounting tabs where there used to be a reefer tank. Right there. And they look pretty good. The aluminum ones look pretty damn good. But then you get back here, man, it gets ugly fast. Right where the aluminum cross members end is where it starts to steel, and that's where your slider rack goes for your tandems. And this is where it starts to get nasty. So, not all of them are terrible, but none of them are great. Try to show you a couple repairs I already found that were done in the trailer's previous life. Where is it? There it is, right there. See, it already started to rot through on the top, and then he repaired it with this piece of angle iron at the bottom. This one over here too, same. See it? Come on, phone. There we go. See our repair? There's that one. That one. So these all got, not all, but you get the point. They started collapsing in the middle. So these cross members, for this trailer to really do anything with weight, would have to be replaced. Now, I was considering stripping the interior out, making it into like a potato wagon or something, but that interior is too nice to wreck. Junk trailers are a dime a dozen. I'll be honest, at that point yesterday, looking at this trailer, until I saw the inside, I thought all I'm doing is doing them a favor by moving a junk trailer. But I honestly think we're in better shape than I thought. Now imagine, if you will, we take the trailer the way it sits, pick it up, and set it on the trailer, obviously with the cab over not there. Here's my thoughts. If the trailer isn't as tall as a regular trailer is today, can I set it to where the kingpin, approximately here, has this part from the kingpin forward resting on the top of the trailer? What height are we at that point? Then, the idea being, if you have it on the top deck and it's not too tall, it might not be over length. And it might not need a permit at all, but it might be too tall. But here's the thought process for the back end. When we pick it up, Bobby and me are gonna take apart the tandems, pull the pins, pull the clips out that keeps the tandems attached to the trailer, not the wheels, the whole thing, the whole slider. And when the crane lifts up the trailer, the tandems will stay behind. We'll then take the wheels off the tandems if we need to, use a forklift. They already said that they would let us use the forklift or use it themselves. Take the tandems and put it on a trailer either on the bottom deck or up on the top deck. The trailer with the sliders, those frames that I showed you, buckled with all the holes for the pins, those would rest right on the back deck of my trailer on boards, and then I would put more boards underneath the side of the trailer, right at the rail, right down the sides, right at the rail, so that way it doesn't try to get wobbly or tippy and doesn't try to collapse any of them cross members. If you support them fully, they'll make the ride because you're putting a little bit of weight on a lot of bit rather than a lot of weight on a little bit. That makes sense? That should be a t-shirt. So that's the basic idea of how to get that on this. All right, let's measure this out and see where we're at. It's 9 feet, call it 9'2". So the box is 9'2", the fifth wheel plate up. How high is the trailer? So the box of the trailer is 111 inches tall. My top deck is 5 feet tall. That already you can see is 14 plus. So that ain't gonna work. Not gonna work at all. Okay, so it's got to ride with the dolly legs on my bottom deck. The only way it's gonna work. It's too tall any other way. Oh, I guess that makes it a lot simpler. So now, the total length we know, 46. Here, right about here, 46 feet back. I figure you got a 30-foot well. Alrighty, boys and girls, so long story short, I'm not really 100% sure what the future of this trailer is, to be honest. I still think it'd make a good office for me, considering, you know, we're growing, we're building, we're trying to do bigger and better things. I certainly do not want to destroy the interior. I think it's in pretty good condition. I think it's a sin to ruin it. Somebody took a lot of time, a lot of effort, volunteered these things. You got to bear in mind, this trailer and that truck were volunteered by people to the ministry. So I'd like to see it continue, not be destroyed. That's what I want to do. So with that, we're going to come back and get this here in the future. And we're going to figure out what we're going to do with it. It'll be a whole epic thing. But I'm excited to see what we do with it, because you know what? It's hard to explain, but I feel really, really positive about what we're doing here. Making this into something again. Making this truck back to a truck. That's two cool things. And you never know. Good, very good possibility. This truck will pull this trailer again in the future. Actually, I don't know if it ever did pull it, but you get the point. It'd be nice to see. Nice showpiece, something, I don't know. We'll do something creative. So with that, be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure you follow Dauminique, the dump truck driver. She's going to be involved in some of this as well. They've been nothing but great help, big friends. Be sure to give them a like and a follow and tell them FSC Truck sent you. With that, let me get going. Let me see if I got a partial to go with this thing. If not, we're going to put oil well in the wind, get home, get this unloaded, because I got some guys at the shop that are eager to tear in. All right, let's hit it.